Let's talk about how Pennywise uses racism to eat his food, and this is illustrated in the first episode of Welcome to Derry. So in the first episode, we are introduced to the character of Leroy Hanlon, who I made the mistake of saying that he was the father of Mike Hanlon of the original Losers Club, when in fact this is actually his grandfather. But Leroy is already getting a healthy dose of hate crime, and this is the 60s, so it makes a lot of sense. And we know that Pennywise already has a dark, overhanging influence on the town of Derry and its inhabitants, but what he does is that he feeds and uses the hate and fear that's already a part of the town. Because of Pennywise's influence, he isn't the only one that commits these heinous crimes against the people that live there. And since we know that Pennywise feeds on fear, and we saw him literally use homophobia, the fear of homosexuals, to season his food, it is not a stretch to see him use racism as another means to make the tastiest snack. And there's precedence for this. We're not only seeing this with the owner of the movie theater being framed for the murder of the kid. Pennywise has literally had a history of taking advantage and using bigotry and racism in order to get his prey. One of the most infamous being that of the Black Spot.
What's the Black Spot?
The Black Spot was a nightclub that was burned down years ago by that racist crew.
And check out the date of the event of the Black Spot, 1962. Literally the same exact year as the beginning of episode 1 of Welcome to Derry is actually where the character Dick Halloran uses The Shining to save Mike Hanlon's grandfather. The scene that I'm going to predict that is going to happen at the end of the season.